Hello comrades, only Eastern Airsoft here. Today I make video to show you how you can remove the hopup and inner barrel of your VFC or LCT design AK. Now whenever you work on this type of AK, that's VFC design, not Tokyo Marui, it's very good high quality progressive design, so it's quite don't be afraid, it's quite simple and the parts are well made so they won't break. So let's get to it. For this disassembly you will need a positive type screwdriver. I have this one in here if you can see it, and also you will need a hammer, but it's quite simple to do. So first things first, we lift up AK and we need to remove the receiver cover here. So we do this by pushing in rear button and just lift up and it comes off. Then we need to remove the fake bolt. All you do is push the button in and lift up and the guide and spring come out, and then finally put your safety down and pull bolt all the way back and then pull up and it comes off like this. Now keep these parts to one side because you'll need to put it back together. Okay, so there are only two more steps to remove this. This is the hopup here, and you can see there is the inner barrel. So we have here, I'll hold it up so you can see, there are two screws at the back of the hopup, and these actually hold the hopup onto the outer barrel of the weapon. So first things first, you use your screwdriver to undo these two screws. They are not usually on that tight, but careful you don't lose them in the body of the gun. They aren't that difficult to get out, but putting them back in is sometimes a little difficult because of getting them to go into the holes properly. So we can undo both screws here. I'll get this one out. So now you can see that there are no screws in the back holding the hopup onto the barrel. Now the next thing is, you'll see here is the pin on the trunnion. This needs to be removed so that the whole front assembly can come off. It basically holds the barrel, which all of this is attached to, into place by friction because there's a groove in the barrel. So what you'll need to do is turn your AK round. Now this is an underfolding AK, so as you can see there's no sight mount here, but it needs to be the side that the safety lever isn't on. So in this case it is the left side. Now this pin is usually in quite good. They put it in very tight and it can take a few whacks to get it out, but I find that on this gun, I have two other CYMA style AKs, the pin goes back in fine, but for some reason on this one the pin only goes in not very far. Well, it goes in, but you can see that there it sticks out a little. There's nothing you can do about it, but the front is still unsturdily. So you get, I use the screwdriver, but I'm going to change the head to a big Allen type. This is the Allen wrench, but you can use a screwdriver or anything. So you just put it on here and just gently tap it out. Now this part here is pot metal, and I've removed this pin many times. People have said it could crack. It has never cracked. It's cast pot metal, but it's not to worry about. So you just tap it out, turn it over. Now it will still be tight, so you can use a pair of pliers. I don't have big pliers on me now, so I'm just going to use these wired pliers, and you just grab it. You can twist it a bit and the pin will come out, and you'll note that the spring forces the handguard off. So what you do now is just pull the handguard forward and it comes off like so, with the whole front assembly is gone. And you'll notice that hopup and barrel is still in place. So what you do, if we hold to the side, the hopup is sit on the air nozzle of the gearbox, so you pull it out and you kind of just fiddle with it like this, and you twist it and pull it out, and here you have your AK style metal hopup and the inner barrel in one piece. Now to put this back in is easy. It's exactly what we just did in reverse order. So we put inner barrel through the receiver, and we put the end of the hop-up onto the air nozzle here. Okay, then we get a front assembly here, and you can see the hole, like this groove here, and there is the hole, and that's where the inner barrel goes. So just feed it into that hole. It could be a bit stiff at first, and this is sometimes where it is a bit stiff. Don't worry, just line it up and push it into place. Now the pin has to be put back in. You'll see on the pin that on one side it is smooth, and on one side there are little like notches or rivets. Well, the side with the notches needs to be facing up. So the pin needs to go back in on the side that the safety lever is on, and the side of the pin that goes into the hole is the side without the little notches in it. So you just gently place the pin in place, like force the this is where it can be a bit tricky. That's it. Try and force the front assembly back so it's held nice and tight so there's no gap, and get your hammer and just tap it back in. It shouldn't take that much to do it, and then you just get your screwdriver, whatever, and obviously on this AK for some reason that's as far as the pin goes back in place, but yours may go in all the way. Just don't overdo it and don't hit it too hard. And then lastly, get your positive screwdriver. I'm just going to change the heads on mine because I put the Allen head on there, like so. You got these two screws that hold the hop-up on, so we just flip the AK. This is a bit tricky, if you getting these screws back in to the actual hole and not into the body of the gun. So you just screw these back in like this, not very hard. Don't over tighten them because you may need to remove hop-up again in case there is any faults, and this is what I mean about them getting stuck in the body of the gun. Okay, epidemic over. I found the screw. It had gone behind the gearbox at the bottom actually. It took a lot of shaking to get it out, but anyways, so put both, not again, here we go. As you can see, this is huge pain in ass to do. It takes a lot of skill. I'm only kidding. I'm an idiot. That is the problem. The problem here is that you cannot see, there we go, and you cannot quite see that the screw is into the thread. So you'll just tighten screw. The front assembly is on nice and tight, and also watch, I accidentally adjusted my hop-up while doing this, so it might be there's a screw here, so if you tighten this, it can tighten this in place a little more. So then you just need to put your bolt and top cover back on. We get the actual bolt here. I'll do this from the side. And remember, the safety lever needs to be in fully automatic or semi-automatic for this. This part here, this little notch, goes in the back, slides all the way to the front. We get the dummy bolt guide and spring. This goes into the little hole, and that goes into place like so. You put it onto the notch, push it back down, and let it come forward, and it's in. And then you just put your top cover back in place. Careful not to crush your wires if your gun is top wired, and make sure that this is over the bolt. And there you go, it is back together, and we have successfully took barrel out. So as you can see, it was quite simple operation. Don't be scared to work on these AKs because they're very easy and simple to do so. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you liked it, please like the video and subscribe. Do widzenia, comrades.